bosses are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that run forces are the same. After my accident, I was kind of extremely devastated, like most people would be. I was in the hospital for about a month, and I endured about 7 surgeries before I realized I had to amputate my right hand. I was completely devastated. I thought my life as a musician was over. That was basically my life for a couple of months after I got out of the hospital, until I kind of just decided that there's really no point in being depressed anymore, and what was holding me back. After I decided that I was done being depressed, I was still in my healing process, and I decided to drag my drum kit out of the garage, and I proceeded to set it up, and I taped a drumstick to my arm like this. Although it was extremely painful, I proceeded to try and play the drums, and kind of realized that I think it was still possible. A little boost of inspiration right there is one reason I'm still alive today, and one reason I'm not depressed anymore, and I didn't decide to take my own life. Once I realized that it was still possible, I got with a mechanical engineer friend of mine to develop my own drum prosthetic. I played with this device for approximately 6 months, and eventually felt that I was about as good as I once was. I called my old band up and said, hey, let's get back together and try and make this work again. This is what I play with, this is what I like to play with. It's an extension of my body, and I feel like I'm pretty good with this, almost as good as I once was. It gives me about the best mobility as anything with basic mechanics will. As soon as I developed my own prosthetic, as well as the robotic drum prosthetic, the Georgia Tech posted a video on YouTube on their school website, and within a night I had 300,000 views, and the next day I woke up to an email from Rick Allen. He congratulated me. He said he was proud of me. He wanted to meet me. As you know, he lost his arm up here, so I have my elbow. He doesn't even have a shoulder, so he plays with a lot of pedals. So he doesn't have the luxury of having an elbow or being able to play with a prosthetic. And I'm just thankful that I still have my elbow. I've had multiple other people from around the globe, from little kids to grown adults, who either are in the same scenario, they played an instrument or played drums before their accident, and they've asked me if they could have my design, and I would be willing to give it to anybody for free. I wouldn't charge money for that. All I want to do is help other people.